Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Tuesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the true Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by BeefOBradys. Kicking off season 28, round number 1 at Kansas Speedway. 22 drivers have made their way to the Speedway to compete for the season opening victory, including your defending series champion, Casey Graves. 12 races on the schedule. It'll spread out over about 14 weeks. Let's see if we can, well, we wanted to, but let's see if we can get a word in with our defending series champion. Casey Graves, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, defending series champion. The hardware will be in the shipping container this week and headed out to you. But new season, everything starts afresh. Going to kick things off at Kansas. What do you think about trying to defend the title with this hungry pack of hounds that I see in here tonight?
I'm going to try to do the best I can, and the competition was definitely pretty tough there at the end of the season. Everybody kind of got better as the season progressed, and it's gonna be tough.
Well, we'll be coming off of a lot of night races, and this season it looks like there's a lot of day races. What does that make you have to think about differently, knowing where we were last season to compare to where you think we might go this season?
Yeah, I mean, the day race and the track's going to be a little bit hotter, so might see a lot more tire wear and having to save your tires. The track moves around a little bit more today, so that could help some racing. You get guys trying to save tire, and you get some comers and goers as the race goes on. So it'll play off some pretty good racing.
Well, 12 races this season, and everything reset. You don't even have to start at the back, even though you're the champ from last season. So going to get a chance to come out here and maybe start up front and put one in the W column before we even get things going.
Yeah, definitely. Get a chance to qualify and start up front. I have to fight and scratch and claw my way through the field like I had to do pretty much every race last. It is nice for once, so.
But the challenge is worth it when it pays off and you win the title.
Yeah. And I mean, it really helps create a little bit of I'm trying to think of the word here.
Diversity.
Like variance in the winners, and you get different people up front. If you put the top 5 in the back, the guys that are running up front it's definitely a good thing. League.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you chatting with us. Good luck in qualifying. Good luck in the race tonight. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to you at least on the podium at the end of this thing.
All right. Thank you, Roger.
Casey Graves, everybody, your defending series champion. And now I wanted to get this guy. I wanted to get him before he got off the racetrack to show off that beautiful title sponsor car. But Galen Gidman, you there, buddy?
Sure am.
All right, man. You missed a couple of races last season, and you ended up with the top 5 in points. But this season, you're going to get to start fresh and hopefully run all the races. New paint on the car. Give me some thoughts as we head into season 28.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited about this beautiful True Southern Florida Living race car I get to run tonight. I've been calling up my Miami Vice scheme, so excited that it's going to stand out on the broadcast, and hopefully I make that a good thing.
Hopefully it stands out at least on the podium at the end of the night. You picked up the win in the Truck Series last night to open things up at Auto Club, and that was a pretty good battle between you and Adam Vinny. Who are you expecting to have to battle with tonight?
Honestly, I've kind of not been looking around in practice, so I assume it's going to be all the usual suspects, right? Graves, I'm not so familiar with Dunn. Larch is good. Vinny's good. Stidham. I mean, you just go down the list, and they're all good racers. So I think we'll have a good run, but I don't know who we're going to be battling.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you get at it. Get ready for qualifying. Good luck out there. Hopefully we get to talk to you here in about, I would say an hour.
All right. Thank you to True Southern Florida Living.
Galen Gidman, everybody. 94 car. He spoke of that guy right there. That's who he battled last night for the win over at Auto Club. Quickly, going to shout out everybody. Philip, thank you very much for picking up the sponsorship of the series over True Southern Florida Living. And hope the car is exciting for you to watch, and it's easy to pick out for sure. Thanks to Jersey and Justin over at BeefOBradys. I know their guy, he's not on the track either, but he's got new paint this season too. Thomas Brander in the 24 car. Hi, Aaron and Mary Lee. Hope you guys say hi in the chat. Hope everybody starts saying hi in the chat. I know Tiny Dancer somewhere probably watching us. Just hasn't gotten his slippers on yet so he can get out here and twirl around. 22 drivers now. Wow. Great field. Going to be an awesome race. These guys qualify, and then they start the race on that set of tires, and they will only get one extra set. And they got to go 100 laps around this 1.5-mile tri-oval racetrack. About 150 miles tonight. Looks like the admins are grouping up. They're getting ready to go. We have talked to about everybody that we were going to talk to. Another new driver in the series, Cliff Mullins, Daniel Llewellyn, Matt Blackley. There's a three or four in here tonight that don't race with us tonight. Ethan Dunn doesn't race a whole lot. He ran a race last season. Says he's going to focus on this series and see what he can do. Burst onto the scene and picked up a win at Kansas in the truck series in his very first start. So drivers already heading out, and here we go. Now we're going to get a chance to look at that number 94. He says he calls it his Miami Vice scheme, and for good reason. But the title sponsor and our presenting sponsor on the car. A lot of drivers rolling out. Get a look at Doyle Lawrence in that Raven Graphics machine. We saw Adam Vinny earlier. There's Michael Everett, his Baja Blast machine. New driver Matt Blackley. Got a nice Red Bull scheme going there. Hello, Jane. Garrett Boyd, always ever present. Garrett Boyd, oh boy, a big twitch right there for Boyd. Ross Cato. The home depot. I know it's Depot. I make fun of him even when I'm in the store. Galen Gidman, right now quickest, 29.88 for him. Vinny, second quick, 29.91. Vinny's going to rip off a second lap. Maybe not. Looks like he might be slowing her down and bringing her in off turn 2. Ethan Dunn, 30.11, and he is going to go after lap number 2. Casey Graves is on track. He hasn't started to hit the stopwatch just yet. We'll go watch him momentarily here. Matt Blackley, third quick, 30.11. Same as Dunn, but the thousandths of a second a little bit different. Here comes Casey Graves, and he will put himself on the stopwatch. Gotta beat a 29.89. Vinny was close. Couple hundreds. 2/10 back to Blackley, so a lot of room between the top two and the rest. Kevin Spalding, fifth quick at 30.16 on his first lap. Here comes Greg Kobe Stidham, 29.91, edges out Vinny Graves, 29.94 for fourth quick. Ryan Campbell, Mike Forstner on the racetrack, and one of my favorite Forstner paint schemes. I just like this. I know it's lightning, but man, it looks like water, and it goes with the Secure Lift sponsorship on the car. Michael Larch, lap 2, jumps to the top 5, 3:0.07 for Michael Larch. Thomas Brandner is on track. Let's go look at Brandner, because here comes Forstner for his first. Brandner just completed his first. We'll see where Forstner times in. Yeah, Mike Forstner, sixth quick, 30.07. There's the new BeefOBradys paint job on that 24 for T-Brand, Thomas Brandner. And second lap for Brandner moves him to seventh quick, 30.10. Another new driver in the series, Cliff Mullins in the 44 machine. Larry Moody, Dakota Dennis. It does not look like those two guys are going to take time. As Mullins stays 17th. Second lap, his quick lap, but it didn't really move him much. So Larry Moody, Dakota Dennis, 21 and 22. They have not taken time. Doesn't look like they're going to, but looks like they will start at the back, and that may be by design. Track is hot. It sounded to me like a couple of times like drivers said the track was a little slick in spots and a little tight, especially down turn 3 because the wind blowing into that corner. at about 17 miles an hour. So it's definitely going to affect the handling of the race car. So qualifying will come to an end. These guys are going to get lined up for 100 laps to kick off season number 28. And we will look at our starting lineup. The only time you're going to see nobody have to go to the back for the whole season. Next week, top 5 in points start at the back. The 94 of Galen Gidman on the pole, 29.887 seconds. Kobe Stidham, just a tick off of him in the 36. We've seen those two battle many times on the racetrack in this series last season. 64 of Adam Vinny next to the 01 of Casey Graves. Row number 2, your third row, is the 69, Mike Forstner, and the 4 of Michael Larch. And then it's T-Brand, Thomas Brander, the 24, and Matthew Blackley in the 9 in row number 4. Ethan Dunn, the 38, Ryan Campbell, the 204, make up row 5. Our 6th row is the 25, Captain Spalding, Kevin Spalding, and the 12 of Ross Cato. Dean Gagliano in the 81, Garrett Boyd in the 21, and make up row 7. The 8th row is the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn and Doyle Lawrence in the 88. Our 9th row, Cliff Mullins, the 44, Stephen Pearson, the 83. And then Michael Everett and Brock Bigelow, the 08 and the 7 in row number 10. And your final row on the inside is the 19 of Dakota Dennis and Larry Moody in the 73 on the out. 22 starters, 100 laps. They can make about 24 to 25 laps on fuel. They only get the tires they are starting the race on and one more set of 4 Goodyear Eagles. So they're going to have to strategize a lot on their tires to see who can come out on top. Still missing a couple guys off the grid. Still missing what I believe is Casey Graves. Hello, Mr. Ken. Thank you for joining us. And looks like the 01 of Casey Graves qualifies, picks up the points. And then, I don't know what he's doing. He's not out there. And he is slowly falling back through the field. Still not on pit road. He's still in the server. Either way, it will be Gidman and Stidham. And then Vinny and Larch to get things kicked off. You remember last season, that 4 car had a 48 on it, and Michael Larch opened up with the win at Auto Club to kick off season 27. Struggled from then until about race number 6. And then fortunes started to turn for him, and he started to get some podiums and have some really solid runs. And he's hoping that momentum will carry into season number 28. The guy on the pole and the guy inside row number 2 went 1-2 last night in the Truck Series. Out at Auto Club. We'll see what they do here tonight, but the pace car is out of the way and we are ready to get going. Season number 28.
Green.
Under the green flag for the true Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by BeefOBradys. Gidman got a good start. He's going to get ahead of Stidman. Kobe Stidham into second, still side by side for multiple rows behind that. Vinny and Larch are still side by side. Forstner and newcomer Matt Blackley were side by side. 3 wide. Stidham a little loose getting in the corner, had to back the car way up. Drivers did a good job splitting him. Gidman leading lap 1. Vinny, Larch, Forstner. And then Thomas Brander in that 5th spot. Brander had his struggles last season. Hoping new paint, a little more confidence, and a little more seat time. And he will start to improve upon last season's racing. Mike Forstner, Ethan Dunn, Matt Blackley, Kevin Spalding, Ross Cato, Kobe Stidham. And I don't know if Stidham's intentionally going back to the field, but he is very slowly starting to work his way towards the back. He's 10th now. Gagliano just went by in the 81. Here comes Doyle Lawrence in the 88, and all of a sudden Stidham goes in 2 laps from outside the front row to 12th. Casey Graves joined the field. And Graves is about 9.5 seconds, making 9.7 seconds off the pace. But Gidman in control and out front. He's led the first three. Larch is second. And we know Adams Vinny's prowess in the truck. See what he can do in the stock car. Ran a couple of races at the beginning of the season last season. And then did not run. The vast majority came back and ran the All-Star race at the end of last season, in between seasons, in that B car, and had a pretty good finish. I want to say Adam Vinny finished in the top 5. Finished about 5th in that All-Star race, so he can handle the car. Here comes Thomas Brander to the high side. Not enough of a run. 38 car right behind that, Ethan Dunn. We've seen Dunn. He's a winner in the Truck Series. We know he can be quick, especially here. Debuted in the Truck Series at Kansas and picked up his win, and he dominated that field. So he has all of the attributes you need. I'm looking for Stidham. Stidham's back to 16th now as Michael Everett got by him. What's up, Jers? And there's our resident police officer. I say that with a loose tongue. That is the 25 of Kevin Spaulding. Slick paint. Likes his police cars. Thomas Brander now up to 4th. New paint, new confidence, and Brander kind of falling in line, running right behind Michael Larch and Adam Vinny. Maybe just biding his time a little bit. Got to be careful of the dirty air. Sure can hurt your tires, and you got to go a long ways. You're going to have to go 50 laps on a set of tires. Good run. He got by Michael Larch. He sits 3rd right now, right behind Adam Vinny, and these guys are all chasing that guy right there. Galen Gidman, I talked to him pre-race, and I talked to him before we talked to him on air, and he was pretty confident about what he had under the car. Brander making a bid for 2nd around Vinny, and here he comes. Boy, you'd almost think it was scripted that you got the title sponsor and the presenting sponsor's cars running 1-2 in the series. If you watched anything last season, you know that was not the case. There was some mighty struggles in the 24 count. It looks like they've got that ship righted. Ethan Dunn got by both Vinny and Larch, and he sits 3rd right now. Vinny's 4th, Larch, then Spaulding. We got a little gap back to Forstner. Forstner in the 69, running in 7th, and he has gotten stronger every week. Better finishes, running closer to the front. Matt Blackley in the 9, rookie in the series. And it's Doyle Lawrence running the high side. He runs 9th in the 88, and Ross Cato. Rounding out your top 10 right now, Gagliano, Camba, Bigelow. That is back to 13th. Another rookie in the series, Daniel Llewellyn, the 23. The 83 of Stephen Pearson sits in 15th, but he's about to be challenged on the high side from the 8 of Michael Everett. And then it's Stidham, Cliff Mullins, another rookie in the 44, and Casey Graves. Moody, Dennis, and Garrett Boyd is struggling in the 21 car, and he is struggling mightily. He's lost 8 positions. He started 14th. He's running 22nd at the very back of this thing. Well, let's go back towards the front because Adam Vinny found a little something on the outside, and he's going to try to take 3rd back away from Ethan Dunn here. Kevin Spaulding has the high side on Michael Larch. Dunn able to get away, at least for the moment. Vinny back to fourth. Larch is still fifth. Spalding was not able to get around Larch, even though he had the high side. Oh, Adam Vinny loose out of turn 2, and man, that was a close call for the 4 car. He went through that corner, and the car stepped out a little on the exit. He said, Jersey, he said, new paint, man, he feels a lot more confident. He likes the flames on the car, and he said he's going to have let's go see. I don't know if it was Gagliano that did it or not. I know I saw his name pop up. Oh, Kevin Spalding. Oh, we are going to go back. Kevin Spalding in between cars, and he and Larch get together. Let's rewind that and see exactly what happened there. Oh, my. They were nose to tail. Larch backed it up a little bit, and then he got a tap from Spalding. Oh. Cato gets in there and gets hammered. I see Bigelow got a piece. Camba got a piece of that. Wow. So the cop car was given chase, and he got pitted. Literally. Camba, Spalding, and Cato on a lap 14. Michael Larch has a piece of that, and I saw the hood come up on that. I don't know if the 4 car is going to be able to continue. This was the kind of luck that Larch had from race 2 to about race 5 or 6 last season before he was able to turn some things around. Front half of the field coming in. It looks like everybody's coming in here. I'm wondering what we're going to see for tires. Is anybody's going to take some? Brandner peels off heads for his pits. We're watching the leader. Trying not to slide the tires. Looks like fuel only for the 94s. He rolls out. Brandner the same, done. Fuel only, and he'll get out in front of Brandner. So Gidman, Dunn, Brandner. Blackley fourth. Vinny. Maybe Adam Vinny was fourth. Then Blackley fifth. Lawrence, Llewellyn, Stidham, and Bigelow. Then Pearson 10th. Mullins, Graves, Everett, Boyd, Moody, and Dennis. Mike Forstner still on pit road. I can't imagine what happened to the 69 car. Well, let's see if we can chat with somebody. Ryan Campbell, Roger Wagner in the booth. You got a copy.
Good evening, Roger. How are you?
I don't know if I would say good evening, man. Tell me what you saw from the driver's seat, because it don't look good.
I saw the underside of the car in front of me, and then I saw my hood, and that's all she wrote.
Mama, I'm flying. Yeah, it's bad when you see the underside of any car around you, especially the one right in front of you. So
Yes.
did it expire your power plant this evening?
Yes, the damages were terminal, so I'm going to go sit in the stands and drink some Ham's Golden Draft.
Well, bring me one of those and a couple hot dogs or something, would you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, man. Tough luck this week.
Yep, we'll do it again next week.
That is Ryan Campbell, folks. He's always funny. Always fun to talk to. I don't care if we're talking on here, if we're talking just talking. He's always a character to talk to. All right, let's get ready to go green flag racing again. Pace car out of the way. We'll restart on lap number 17. We're in the zone, and the green flag. Woohoo, a little spinny spin of the tires out of the 38, and he is going to have to do some protective driving right there because the 24 had a pretty good run. I don't think it's going to matter. Brander looks like he's going to get to the inside, but the power able to be put down out of that 38. He may make a run down the backstretch to try to go for the lead. Gidman pulled to the inside. He wanted that bottom, and he did not want to give it up at all. Dunn is going to drop to the apron, and he is going to go after the leader. Can Gidman get the power back down to the ground on the high side like Dunn did on that initial lap of the restart? Not quite enough. Man, Ethan Dunn, that was a good job right there holding that spot, and he's going to go to the point. He is going to lead here. Lap number 18 coming to 19. Gidman to second, Brander still in third, then Blackley, Vinny, Stidham now. Showing a little something here. He dropped back. Now he's coming forward. He's up to sixth again. Where's Casey Graves, your defending series champ? He's back here in a side-by-side battle with Llewellyn for the 11th spot. Hello, Bill. Mike Forstner got back out of the pits, and he sits in the 13th spot, and he's looking, try to make a move forward here, but Dunn got around Gidman. And he's got it out to about 0.2 of a second. The draft is kind of a big deal here. You'll draft right up there, then you get to that dirty air when you get to the corner, and you just lose all your momentum. You can see Gidman. Car got tight. He has to let Brander go. Now he's got to fall in line. He's got to regroup and try to go back after it. Ethan Dunn out in front, though. And he's got a quarter second on Brander, Gidman, Blackley, Vinny. He's got 1.4 seconds on Adam Vinny. Vinny sitting about 10 car lengths in front of Kobe Stidham. Lawrence, Bigelow. Here comes Casey Graves inside the top 10. car Ross Cato officially retired. Graves, power move. Man, he drove that car into turn 3. He's going to go 2 for 1 from the entry to 3 to the start-finish line. He got both Bigelow and Lawrence right there. And Cliff Mullins saw that and thought maybe turns 1 and 2 might be his spot to get that kind of run. There's old Tiny Dancer. Did you finally get your tutu washed? Mike Forstner working on the 27 of Brock Bigelow. That's Stephen Pearson, the 83, right behind him. Forstner will scoot by, but Bigelow will have a big run off the top, and he may be able to drive right back by him down the backstretch. Close quarters racing. And Forstner side drafted to pull him back and hold him up just a little. There goes Mullins working on Doyle Lawrence. They are 3 wide, or 2 wide, 3 deep right here. And Ethan Dunn is kind of easing away. He's opened up the gap to about 0.3 of a second now. Mullins solidly in 8th. Lawrence and Forstner were going at it, but that didn't materialize into much of a battle. This time Forstner bombs it into 3. He'll clear the 88. So let's go up front. Blackley, half a second behind Galen Gidman. Gidman led the first 16 laps. Thomas Brander got by him after Gidman had trouble when Dunn passed him, got in the dirty air. Car got tight and he had to roll off the throttle a little bit. But Thomas Brander into second. He's lost time. He's lost about a quarter second. As Dunn is out to about 4.5 tenths now. Vinny is still fifth. And he's reached the back bumper of the 9 car of Matt Blackley. And that dirty air is a really big deal. You get right behind that car at the wrong point of a corner, and the nose will just take off on your car because it has no downforce. Loses all of its steering capabilities. We are almost at a third of a way. We're starting lap 28 of 100. Should see pit stop somewhere around lap 40-ish. Vinny to the outside now in 1 and 2. Blackley's going to side draft him. Trying to pull him right back. We'll see if it worked. I think Vinny's got the momentum out of turn number 4. There goes Galen Gidman to pit road. He did this last night, got off sequence with everybody. And we'll see what he does. He took no tires for the second time. Field coming by. Dunn is already by. Brander, Vinny. Casey Graves charging. Remember, it's a family show, sir. So Graves now up to 4th. And Graves looked a little loose there. Late exit, turn 4. Kobe Stidham right behind Matt Blackley, who trails Casey Graves. Then Forstner is 8th. Pearson up to 9th, and Bigelow is 10th. Galen Gidman back on track. He's a lap down, sandwiched in between Pearson and Bigelow. No tires on that 94. He is just going to run laps. Trying to make it to about lap 57 or 58. Casey Dunn, 0.6 of a second in front of Thomas Brander. They have a 2-second lead over Vinny and Graves, who are side by side for 3rd right now. And Graves clears Vinny, put him 3rd, 2.6 seconds behind the leaders. Vinny right behind that. Stidham just a tiny bit, about 5-6 car lengths in a rear of Adam Vinny in the 5th spot. Forstner is running 8th, and Moody is running in 14th right now, and Garrett Boyd is 16th. He is just off the pace tonight. 21 car is 15.5 seconds behind the leaders. That's about half a lap. Done now. 3/4 of a second in front of Brander. Brander's got about 1.5 seconds on Casey Graves. Last time by, Graves barely quicker. He was about 0.8 of a second quicker than Thomas Brander. The 3 cars, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all were almost 1/10 quicker. Kobe Stidham Was 0.2 quicker than everybody. This time the lap times equal out a whole lot closer. Dunn still out front. He is easing away from Thomas Brander. It's almost a full second now. Brander is pretty much holding station with Graves. 1.4, 1.5. Vinny's tucked right behind Graves. We're going to be in the window for pit stops in the next 2 to 4 laps. We're going to have to try to keep an eye on our leaders. You can see Galen Gidman a lap down, currently scored 17th, but he is back here racing the car in 8th place, and he is going to go right on by Mike Forstner. Gidman yet to take tires. I think he's trying to get to lap 50. Closer to the front as we start lap number 40. I got to think within the next couple of laps, we're going to see everybody on pit road here. Nobody has ducked off just yet. Ross Cato, Dean Gagliano, Kevin Spaulding, Ryan Campbell, Michael Larch, all out of the race. That lap 14 incident. It doesn't look like Dunn is coming in this time. Brander's still out. Graves is still out. Stidham. Here comes Adam Vinny to pit road, and he barely got that car inside the cone. So Vinny headed to his pit stall, the only driver to come to pit road that lap, and it may be good for him because he needed to get out of that pack of cars. And right side tires only on the 64. He heads out. Apparently no speeding coming in. Good job by him doing that. Now Dunn is in. Pearson, Bigelow, Moody all in. So let's see what Ethan Dunn does here. A little too far forward in his box. That'll hurt him. Right side tires going on. That seemed a little slow for right side tires. He'll get away. Steven Pearson rolling out. Brock Bigelow. Larry Moody's headed out. Thomas Brander has the lead of the race. Garrett Boyd on pit road. And we'll see if Brander comes in. It looks like he's going to slow the 24 car down and head for pit road. So that lets Casey Graves take over the lead. Boy, and I tell you, true speed. 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Stidham, Blackley, and Mullins. Those 4. No Nick Cooper, sadly. Brander, Forstner, Everett, all on pit road. Brander rolling out of his box. He'll head back to competition. He'll be behind. And I don't know who that was in front of him. But we're watching Daniel Llewellyn. Because Graves, Stidham, Blackley all came to pit road. Here comes Llewellyn as well. And Galen Gidman is liable to pick up the lead if he can get in past these guys before they get in and out. But I see Stidham left sides. And he's about ready to drop and roll. Oh, he and Graves both drop and roll about the same time. And there goes Gidman. Gidman pitted on 29. That means he can get to about 54 or 55. We'll probably see him take 4 tires on that stop. Ethan Dunn, second place, 1.3 seconds behind Galen Gidman. Saw him take rights. Then there's Thomas Brander, Adam Vinny, now Kobe Stidham, who come out of the pits right as Gidman went by. He sits in the 5th spot. Graves, Blackley, Pearson, Forstner, Mullins are your top 10. Everyone has been on and off pit road. Bigelow 11th, Lawrence, Moody, Boyd, Llewellyn, and Dennis. And that's who that was Dakota Dennis in the 19 car. So Gidman out front, Dunn and Brandner 2-3. These guys ran 1-2-3 early in the race. And Gidman about to be inhaled by the 38 car. And out of 4 and right on by goes the 38. And Thomas Brander 2.5 seconds behind. Here comes Adam Vinny. Vinny going to scoot right by, move Brander to 4th, Vinny to 3rd. It's 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds from Thomas Brander to Kobe Stidham. There's a car in between them. Trying to see who that was. I believe it was the 19 of Dakota Dennis. Dennis 16th. Yeah, there's Kobe Stidham. And there's Thomas Brander. Well, that's good news, Mr. Spalding. Thanks for updating everybody. Yeah, we've been having good races for a while, Bill, man. It's a lot of fun to watch these guys come out here. They have to deal with the strategy and all the curveballs that get thrown to them with limited tires and having to run on light fuel loads. And it's just, I think it's pretty fun. I think it's pretty exciting. And we get great fields of drivers, and everybody is very capable out here. Right now, it seems like Kansas is kind of an Ethan Dunn kind of place. He is dog walking this field. He's 2 seconds in front of Galen Gidman. And Adam Vinny is reeling Gidman in now. He's about 4/10 back. Gidman's going to be pitting, what did I say, 54 or 55? And you can see it, the disparity. How off the pace Gidman is with them old tires. But he might be able to do something on freshies the next run, at least on some left to rights. Brander is still 4th. Then it's Stidham, Graves, Blackley, Forstner, Pearson, and Doyle Lawrence in 10th right now. Steven Pearson going to give up the 9th spot to Doyle Lawrence. He'll go back to 10th. And Cliff Mullins is trying to reel him in. Bigelow and Boyd, 12 and 13. And now all of a sudden the 21 car really kind of picking things up. He's not back there 16th, 17th like he was. He's up in the top 13. Larry Moody, Daniel Llewellyn, and Dakota Dennis. And Dennis is sandwiched between lead lap cars. He's right in front of Lawrence and right behind Blackley. So we get a little closer to the front. 23 car of Daniel Llewellyn right in front of your second place driver, Adam Vinny. So there goes Galen Gidman and Thomas Brander headed for pit road together. So we'll watch and see. 46 laps to go. They made it 54 laps with no tires. Let's see if they take 4 here or if it's 2 and then 2 on the last stop. Right sides lifting up on the car. Left side, so all 4. Thomas Brander down. He's rolling away. So 4 tires for the 40, 94, and the 24. As Ethan Dunn has a 2.3 second lead over Adam Vinny. Kobe Stidham and Mike Forstner. And Forstner takes 3rd place away. He just drove up there and took it away from Kobe Stidham. Getting into turn number 3. So that puts Stidham 4th and Graves 5th. Blackley, Lawrence, Pearson, Mullins, and Bigelow in the top 10. And there's Brock Bigelow. Bigelow is 27 seconds behind Ethan Dunn. He's going into turn 1, and Dunn is at the start-finish line. Just crossed it. He can see the 10th place car. Adam Vinny, 2.6 seconds. Behind Dunn, he's reached the back bumper. Michael Everett, 17th. 2 laps off the lead. Mike Forstner having a very good run tonight. We crossed over halfway a few laps ago, and man, this field has seen some shakeup. Let's check on Gidman and Brander. Gidman is right here. He's getting around Lawrence. Lawrence is 6th. And Thomas Brander is not that far behind. They run 14th and 15th. Oh, Brock Bigelow. He got into the fence right there. Let's go back and look at this. I don't see a lot of damage. But it looked like Bigelow got the fence at first glance. Maybe he didn't. Ethan Dunn now to the back, within about 4 car lengths of the back bumper of 10th place Garrett Boyd. We're going to start seeing pit stops here pretty quickly, guys. We've had the 1 caution on lap 14, and everything has gone green since. This field is spread out. Adam Vinny peels off and heads for pit road. So 64 car. We'll see if he leaves himself tires for the last run or not. Heads for his pit stall. Filling her up with fuel. And away he goes. So he's going to keep 1 set of tires, left side tires, I believe it is, for that next run. That puts Mike Forstner 2nd. 10.5 seconds behind Ethan Dunn. Galen Gidman just went around him. Gidman is 12th, 1 lap down right now. We only have about 8 cars on the lead lap. That's your 8th place car, Stephen Pearson. He is right behind the 44 of Cliff Mullins in 7th. But your leader, well, there he is. And he's a good distance back. He's about 8-9 seconds back. So we'll probably get the pit stops before anyone else gets put a lap down. There goes Thomas Brandner around the second place car of Mike Forstner. Forstner, well, he's going to have company pretty quickly. Stidham's about 3 seconds in back of him, and then it's a dogfight. 23 of Llewellyn in 14th and Graves, and it looked like they were dueling down the backstretch. Car to pit road, the 73, Larry Moody. Oh, Larry Moody's going to get a pit road entry violation, I think. Yeek. He hit that cone. That's bad news for you every time. Last time Dunn was on pit road, 41. So he's going to be thinking about pitting in the next, I would say 2 to 3 laps. Galen Gidman's about 7 seconds on track behind him. Gidman will let a lot of this race. Yeah, Bears, he surely does. All right, he's back on track, getting up to speed. Currently scored 13th. He is a lap and a half, 2 laps now. Yeah, he's about a lap and a half behind. Here comes Dunn, your leader. Drops it off. He had an 11.5-second lead. He drops it off onto pit road. Mike Forstner stays out, and Mike Forstner will lead a lap for the first time tonight. What will the leader do? 38 car slides to a stop in his pit box. Left side's going on. I'm pretty sure he took rights the last time, so he is out of tires. And he will run the last 32 laps on what he has on the car right now. Let's see if Mike Forstner is going to head for pit road. It doesn't look like it. 69 car right in front of the 64. Adam Vinny 11th. First car a lap down, and he is just gaining ever so quickly. There's Kobe Stidham and Casey Graves, 2 and 3. They are 3.1 and 3.4 seconds behind the leader. He almost got one last night, Beards. He almost got that. So Ethan Dunn now back on track. Pit cycle will continue through. I think we're going to see Doyle Lawrence headed for pit road. About 7 or 8 laps before we see the 94 car. Lawrence and Pearson, Dakota Dennis all on pit road. Here comes your leader. 69 car of Mike Forstner. On to pit road. So Stidham and Graves go by. All these guys kind of pitted last time together. Yeah, most of them came in on about lap 44. So figure about lap 68, 69. And that's just about now, as we are on lap number 70. So we'll go around. Stidham going to stay out. Graves is going to stay out there right behind Larry Moody. Blackley staying out. What is Cliff Mullins going to do? He is going to stay out. There's Brock Bigelow making a pass. Here's Galen Gidman in 5th. Thomas Brandner in 6th. Ethan Dunn is 7th. Dunn's on 2. Stidham and Graves still on the racetrack. They are trying to get this thing down to this one more stop. Pearson. Steven Pearson, the 83, coming back onto the racetrack after his visit to pit road. Michael Everett. Fuel going in the car. And away he rolls. Here come the 2 leaders, headed for pit road. Graves got everything he could get. He got right to the bumper of the 36 and had to back up. There comes Llewellyn and Blackley. Llewellyn, 11th, and a lap down right now. Now here comes Gidman. Here comes Brander. These 2 will go by. They will have to pit in about 7 to 9 laps. It's going to be tight for your 2 leaders getting ready to drop and roll out. Graves around, Stidham coming off pit road. Here goes Mike Forstner. He has passed both Graves and Stidham. Yeah, you're going to see your 2 leaders coming in the next, I would say, 6 laps probably. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Gidman, Brander, done. 1, 2, 3. And you can see that was Thomas Brander right there. Letting the 9 car go, and it let the 38 make up just a little ground. Adam Vinny is 4th. And then Mike Forstner 5th. It's a ways back to Stidham and Graves. I don't know if they can stretch and get 27 laps out of fuel or not. Well, let's go on board and see when we get down to the end of the... I didn't hear any clutching in Stidham. He's going to go to the high side. Will he get back in line? Brander now to the point. Galen Gidman already ducked off. He's headed for pit road for his final stop. So Dunn and Brander battle for the lead with 23 to go. And Ethan Dunn will take the spot over. Brander's going to have to come in within the next handful of laps here. 3, maybe 4. The gap is 9 seconds. 9.3 seconds. Back to Adam Vinny. Mike Forstner. 14.7 seconds off your leaders. Then Stidham and Graves. 19.7 and 20 seconds off the lead. That's 5th and 6th. Doyle Rance is 7th. Blackley, Mullins, the Gidman 10th coming back out of the pits after fuel only. Garrett Boyd in 11th. Bigelow, Llewellyn, Dennis, Pearson, Everett. And Larry Moody's back here 17th. And he's right in front of, I believe that's Galen Gidman. Ethan Dunn has the lead again, and he's going to head for pit road. Thomas Brander already leaving his pit stall. He pitted last time by, so final fuel stop for the 24 car. Comes Ethan Dunn. Adam Vinny takes over the lead. Vinny pitted on lap 61. And he's going to have about 5 or 6 laps in the tank. There's Thomas Brander coming out right in front of him. Ethan Dunn rolling away. Fuel stop for him. He'll come out 7th. Vinny and Forstner 1-2. They're separated by 4.7 seconds. Adam Vinny to pit road. So the cycle has started. Forstner's got the lead again, but he's only 1.7 seconds ahead of Stidham and Graves. There's Casey Graves and Kobe Stidham right behind. They've gotten lined back up nose to tail with Stidham out front this time. There comes Adam Vinny. Wait a minute. Adam Vinny go back again? He did. Adam Vinny had to go back. He must have sped or had a pit road violation because he went in on 82. He went back in at the end of that lap. Wow. Forstner's still up front, but here they come. And Kobe Stidham right behind Forstner. I think he was just trying to coast along. They're trying to save fuel, I bet. I bet they are trying to make it. Without stopping again, they came out with about 27 or 28 laps to go. So Forstner drops back to 3rd. He would have to get 30 laps out of fuel. I don't think it's possible. Graves and Stidham stopped on 73, so enough saving, and they might be able to get it. Casey Graves, your defending series champion, out in front with 15 laps to go. The question, can the 01 and the 36 make it on fuel? Clutching it, saving fuel. Both drivers are doing it. They are trying to stretch it and not have that extra stop. Here comes Adam Vinny. Vinny's 9th. Off the lead lap. Going around 3rd place, Mike Forstner. Blackley. Pitted on 73 as well. He's going to try to save fuel. Mullins, the same. Dunn pitted on 80. He can make it. He's just so far back. He's 22 seconds back, but he's right in front of Galen Gidman. Saw Garrett Boyd coming out of pit road. He's now good on fuel the rest of the way. Graves and Stidham. Fuel Saver Mode Deluxe. Something we're used to seeing Seth Wansing do. Wansing inexplicably absent this evening from the race. I feel like these two are starting to get close to the 8th place car. Yeah, they are, of Thomas Brander. Brandner, the last car in the lead lap. It's going to be 10 to go this time. The question, do they have enough fuel to get to the end? And they are trying to save. Here comes Stidham. He's going to get out in front. Between the two of them, can they draft enough to save enough fuel to get to the end? They're a couple of tenths of a second a lap quicker than the car in front of them. Galen Gidman is right in front of Brandner. Here's Thomas Brandner in the 24. There's Galen Gidman in the 94. Ethan Dunn in front of that. Then Cliff Mullins way around here. Mullins, he's 17 seconds off the pace. Blackley in front of that in fourth. Forstner is third. I don't think Forstner is going to make it on fuel. Got a good run going. Third place right now, but he would have to make 30 laps. If he's been saving since he got out here, maybe. Graves and Stidham have caught the 8th place car of Thomas Brandner. They're going to be 3 wide. They make a little contact. Teammates out of turn 4 racing for the lead around the lap car, and they go right by. They are trading paint and trying to bend fenders. That time, Stidham is able to get away by about 0.3 of a second. We're coming around to 6 to go. The question is going to remain, can they get there on fuel? Forstner is still out here. He's in third. He's got about 3 seconds on Blackley for fourth. He would have to make 30 laps. I don't know. That's a stretch. That is a lot to ask of that car. But he is at 5 to go, the wave lap for the field. Stidham, a 1/4 second ahead of Graves. Got word that the 69 car says he's not pitting. So you got 7 cars on the lead lap. They will not get to Gidman. He's far enough ahead, I don't think, with 3 laps to go, that they will lap up through 7th place. That was Doyle Lawrence. Lawrence runs 12th right now. He's right in front of your leaders. $31.93, $31.96 for your front 2, $32 flat for Blackley, who got around Forstner. That just happened. Forstner is still out here trying to save fuel, and I think it cost him a top 3 finish. 2 to go for your leaders. Can they make 3 miles? They have got to just about be on fumes. Kobe Stidham. Out in front, Graves got loose getting out of 4 right there. White flag this time. He's only got to make it 1.5 miles. Graves to the high side, trying to find something, momentum, anything, and he loses ground. But it looks like Kobe Stidham in the 36 could coast the rest of the way. Still have a podium finish. But he's under power, and he's going to win the season opener tonight at Kansas. Stidham to victory lane. Graves second. And Blackley, 14 seconds behind them, is going to snatch a third-place finish. Mullins and Dunn, 4 and 5. Gidman going to come home 6th. I think Forstner ran it out of fuel. He's going to fall down all the way probably to about 9th or 10th, maybe even 11th. And the last car on the lead lap, 6th place, Galen Gidman. Led a lot at the front, but could not seal the deal and pick up the win tonight. So let's find our drivers. I think they're all coming out of one room. Well, Stidham had enough for a little burnout at the end. They saved a lot of fuel. Either way, let's get ready to talk to our top 3 tonight, and we are going to start with rookie driver in the series in the 9 car, and he's going to bring it home on the season opener. P3 up on the podium. Matt Blackley, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, man. Debut in the series. 3rd place finish. Tell us a little bit about the race, how it went away or came to you. Either way, if it did both, tell us about both.
Well, really the game plan from the get-go was just save as much tires as you could. Only 1 extra set. Wanted to make sure we could take that first set as long as we needed to. Then about after halfway, True Speed, the guys in my voice chat thought we could make it on one more stop if we saved a bit of gas. So then that's kind of what the focus shifted to. And it was all about saving the gas, and looks like the strategy worked out for us today.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of guys were trying to do different strategies. You guys just kind of all got together, and that stop on lap 73, that's a little short by the calculations. Were we clutching or drafting to save that fuel?
I wasn't really clutching. I was just coasting especially turn 1, you can save a lot and not lose as much time. So I was off the throttle for pretty much the whole corner. I saved a little bit extra on accident. I was like a lap extra, which, never a bad thing, I guess. But I definitely was worried. I was worried Mike could make it as well, but I got him the closing stages anyway. So that ended up not really mattering. But I'm super happy with how we were able to save today.
Well, a different series than a lot of guys are used to running. You're a rookie. This is your first night here. Your thoughts about the format that is running this series, and then we'll get you to give us some shout-outs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan, first off, of the whole claiming fault for cautions rule. I think that's a good addition. I think the limited tire sets is fun because it challenges you to, keep your car clean and keep those tires safe. And I had a lot of fun tonight in my first race.
All right, man. We'll give you some shout-outs, some thank yous. Please do not forget these sponsors. They are above us a little bit in the chat.
Where did I see that?
The current series sponsors. Right above us.
Hold on. Okay. First, I want to shout out Casey Graves for first off because, inviting me to the league, but also shout out Truth Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, Digital Sim Sports Network, Dirt Racing Network, and the admin team, Larry Moody, Mike Forstner, Scott King, and Garrett Boyd, and everyone that makes this league happen.
All right, man. Congrats on a third-place finish to kick things off. We'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks when we get back to racing action.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Matt Blackley. He finishes 3rd in his debut. And now we'll move on to the series defending champion. He comes home second tonight behind his teammate. Casey Graves, you guys saved a lot of fuel on that last little bit there.
Yeah, no. I mean, we didn't really have to save a whole lot. I mean, maybe about half a lap per fuel run there. It just kind of worked out right where that yellow fell. We were really trying to save the tires, and I think just from doing that, it saved fuel at the same point, and then got it to where we knew we were going to be pretty good in the last stint.
Well, it looked
Pretty
like
much just saved as little as we could, and me and Kobe just raced the heck out of each other there.
it looked like a lot of different strategies were going on. You guys probably, to me, looked like you picked one and you kind of stuck with it, even with that caution there about lap 14. And it looks like it paid off to help you. But you said you guys raced at the very end there. Didn't look like it a whole lot. You guys were a little side by side, but man, it didn't look like you were racing each other real hard.
Oh, it felt like it. It was because we were both trying to save, so we couldn't really. We're trying to save our tires too, like, because you didn't want to go too hard too early, so we were kind of jockeying for track position. You might have missed some of it. I pinned Kobe up behind a lap car once, and then I think we got behind Thomas, and he was just in the biggest pickle of his life with me and Kobe fighting for position behind him. But yeah, Kobe, he had a good run. He got the better of me there. Congrats to him.
Well, an awesome job and a great way to kick off the season as the defending series champion, man. A lot of different things going to happen this season, especially with the varying tires and fuel and everything else. And we're going to a lot of different tracks, a lot of new tracks for this series. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh yeah, the variety always is fun. Go somewhere different. It gets boring going to the same mile and a half over and over and over again. So seeing you thrown a few threw wrenches in there, another road course. So it should be a fun season.
Yeah, that road course is going to be super interesting. I can't wait to get there with you guys. Well, second place tonight. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you head out.
Of course, I see we got a new title sponsor. I got to refresh myself on some of the sponsors here, but
well, they're in the series sponsors tab up above us, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not prepared as usual. Sitting here in the car.
Who is that? Extreme 327. You get some media training for these guys, will you?
Yeah. All right, true Southern Florida living. We got to shout out them for coming on board this season. BeefOBradys back. Edmund trophies and awards. Can't wait to see what they cooked up for me for the championship last year. Scott, can't forget Scott.
Oh boy.
Hopefully we get Scott a night away from bowling. He can come play with us. You, of course. Then all the admins, Larry, Mike, Scott, Garrett, and then everybody else are coming out. It was a good first race. We had one yellow. Pretty fun.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the finish, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here in 2 weeks when we get back to racing action.
Sounds good. Oh, that's perfect because I'm going on vacation next week. So
me too.
That works out great for me.
Perfect, man. I'll see you on the 18th or the 19th.
Right,
the 19th. That is Casey Graves. He finishes in second behind his teammate. He said he battled him. I don't know. Looked like once the 36 got around him, he just kind of said goodbye there at the end. Kobe Stidham, another win in the series, this time to kick off season 28.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. Me and Casey, we were in the Discord. We were just like grunting and like, oh crap! Like I don't know who was in front of us, but when we were side by side there, we were just absolutely just trying to race hard but be clean at the same time. And the lap car didn't know like which way he was gonna go. But yeah, we were banging wheels, and it was honestly a lot of fun there towards the end with Casey. I don't know if you had any, I don't know if you got any of it, but man, that was really fun, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we got some of it on the camera. We got when you guys got the Brander and had to pick a lane, and everybody picked weirdly, I will say.
Yeah, no, we didn't know which way to go. Like, I didn't know where Casey was gonna go. I didn't know where I was gonna go. It just depended on where he was gonna go. So, but yeah, it was super fun. Very, very weird strategy. I don't think there was really like a strategy other than to like save your tires and just take fuel only those first couple stops. But all in all, I had really fun out there at Kansas. Shout out to Casey bringing the setup on board tonight. Kicking off the new season. Qualified pretty well. Qualified second, so definitely got some points there. Obviously, capping it off with a win feels good as well. So, don't know where we going next week, Roger?
We're going to have the week off because both Casey and I are on vacation, so we can't race if he can't be here and I can't be here. But the following week, man, you know what? You're going to ask me a question I can't answer. It's going to be an intermediate track. Someplace shorter than a mile and a half, but not a short track.
Okay, right on. All right, that'll be interesting to see what that's going to be. But like I said, just had fun out here in the B car. Wish we could make the trucks on Monday nights, but glad we're able to come here on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, sorry, and compete. We're
going to Milwaukee on the 19th.
Oh, okay. All right, that'd be interesting. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it should be a fun race.
Honestly, it honestly doesn't matter to me as long as we don't like go run like 200 laps at Pocono or something crazy. But
why not? That's an awesome track. That's probably the best track on the whole service.
Awesome track. Oh yeah, awesome track. But it's like sometimes it's like watching paint dry.
Yeah. It's like listening to it dry. Sometimes it's really bad if it just gets spread out and boring. Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind doing a little short race there, but if it's over 100 laps, I might have to sit the couch and watch.
Well, I think we're going to do 125 in Milwaukee next week. So, or 2 weeks.
Right,
in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. I'm sorry, on the 19th. Well, give me your shout outs and your thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate with your teammates. An awesome job tonight.
True Speed Motorsports, CSI, Casey Graves, everybody that's a part of the DSRL League, True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, N1 Trophy and Awards, Scott King Design, Digital Sim Sports Network, as well as the Dirt Racing Network as well. The admin Larry, Mike, Scott King, and Garrett Boyd, and everybody who makes this league possible. It's super fun to come out here on the my now second season, so. Should be a very tight, close battle between me and Graves and possibly the others too. So should be a fun season all along, and can't wait to get to the next one in about 2 weeks. So,
all right, Mip. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. I will see you back here on the 19th.
Sounds good. Thank you, Roger.
Cubby Stidham picking up the win here tonight to open up season 28. Well, we got it in. We had a caution on lap 14. We went 86 straight laps, and we saw all kinds of crazy strategies. And inevitably, at the end, saving your tires, saved a little fuel, and it got one less pit stop on the board for driver 36 and driver 1. And I think that was the difference, just that little bit of tire saving that they did. Puts them ahead of the whole field. So great way to kick it off. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I think we're in for 2 great seasons with the Monday night trucks and the Tuesday night stock cars. Do not forget, bookmark it. Come back tomorrow night about 8:15 Eastern. We'll be live with the Midwest Truck Series as they get into the last 2-3 races of their season. Start getting ready to crown a champion. They've been shelving 30 guys just about every night in that series. And it's pretty exciting watching the top 5 in that go to the back and then have to work their way back to the front. And I believe Adam Vinny's still leading the points in that thing. So we'll see who comes out on top. But make sure you tune in and say hi in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues that give us great racing night in and night out, there's nothing to cover. So a high five, a pat on the back to everyone that is involved on both sides of the coins there. Till we see you guys again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down at all